What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness across all social media platforms, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how proof doesn't matter to narcissists, how you don't need a confession from a narcissist if you have proof. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, turn on those notifications. Thank you. Hey, look, I caught you cheating. I got the screenshots. I just need you to admit it, okay? First of all, wow, watch your tone. Why are you coming at me so aggressively? And like, what are you talking about? Watch my tone. There's no tone here. I just said I caught you cheating. I have screenshots, and I need you to admit it. There you go again with that tone. Calm yourself down, and let me see what you're talking about. Once again, I have no tone, but look here you go right here. Wow, no tone, huh? But look. This ain't even. Did you make these? Did you create these screenshots? Create the screenshots, and like, yeah. And then my tone is changing now because I caught you, and you're still lying. First off, I'm going to delete these fake screenshots, and then we're going to talk about that yelling you just did. What you deleting them for? Because I don't need you trying to embarrass me with these lies and stuff like that, trying to ruin my reputation. Trying to ruin your reputation? Why? What about the evidence? What about the accusations? What about those? What about them? They're gone now. Wow. Love you though. So welcome back, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed my little skit. A lot of people found comedy in that skit. I know it's funny and it's ridiculous. It can be ridiculous how I took the phone and deleted the screenshots. And it's like, oh, I don't want you to ruin my reputation or whatever. Well, how would you, with these lies, blah 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 blah, boop 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 boop, beep 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 beep. You see how that works right there. If you're dealing with a narcissist, I've been saying this since 2020 on TikTok. If you're dealing with a narcissist, a toxic person, or whomever, you do not, and you catch them up in something, you do not need a confession. You do not need them to confess to their crimes or whatever they've done to you. You don't need a confession. If you have discernible proof or your gut is telling you something, you don't need a confession. Your intuition is beating your ass, like giving you a black eye. You do not need a confession. You know why? Because just like in this video right here, just like in that little clip right there, the YouTube short, you see how it didn't matter. They denied it. They tried to make. First of all, the deflection came. Why your tone is like that? You didn't have a tone. They were just trying to throw you off the scent. Why is your tone that way? Wow, your tone is off. Your tone. What about the screenshots? What about the cheek clapping videos? What about all this type of stuff? You worry about my tone? There's no tone here. There is a tone. You sound kind of snarky. They're going to make you focus on your tone, throw you off, deflection, or whatever. And they're just going to delete the evidence and not confess to what you have. Most narcissistic people are not going to confess to you. They don't want to give you any type of closure because closure means you'll move on. Closure means you're leaving. Closure means the end. You know what I mean? Closure is something you have to give to yourself. I know some people I just want them to admit it. Why? Because you can finally catch them in a lie, so you can finally get them, finally get them to be accountable for something. They're not going to do that. Very rarely would they do that. I'm not saying they're not going to do that. Very rarely, if ever, will a real, true narcissistic person admit to something unless there's a benefit to it in it for them. You don't need a confession. They're just like this situation right there. You get caught. They're gonna catch you up, gaslighting you. They're gonna lie to you. They're gonna try to manipulate you, and they're gonna try to deflect, blame shift, and then maybe they'll go silent. Maybe they'll give you the silent treatment or stonewall you and pretend like you don't exist, and or give you some narcissistic rage or a lot of passive aggressive behaviors. They're going to do whatever it takes for them to avoid accountability by any means. And I tell this to people all the time, and people just seem to think I'm out to get them. People seem to think I'm just lying and doing this stuff right here. That is not the goal. The goal is to raise awareness and show you that you don't need a confession. Why? I did it. You gonna leave me now? Because this is how my mind works, right? Let me just tell you how my mind works in these situations. If you ask me for a confession, in my mind, chances are you're not going to leave me. You know what? It's like, how chances are you're not going to leave? No, because now you're asking for an explanation. So chances are you're not going to leave me. So if I admit to it, the chances go up that you're going to leave me, right? That's how my mind works. Like if I admit to it, the chances go up that you're going to leave me. I don't want you to leave me. So my chances are higher that you stay if I lie. My chances are higher for you to stay if you, the chances are higher if you stay the chances are higher to get you to stay if, you know, I can go silent, give you the silent treatment or something like that. The chances remain, that you can stay. So that's how my mind works in that situation right there. That's literally how it goes. 100%. Like, I don't think if you need a confession, I don't think you're going to leave. If you need a confession, I think you're going to stay. I think you're going to be here the entire time. If you need a confession, you know what I mean? That's how my mind works in that situation right there. So I think when you're dealing with narcissists or toxic people, you have to understand that you do not need a confession. So many people just want them to confess. You try to get them on camera confessing and things like that. It doesn't work that way. If you have proof, you have evidence, just act on it. Whatever you're going to do, act on it. Document it. You know, if you want to leave them, you're gonna make a plan to leave. You're gonna stay, just stay. Because if you present it to them, hey, well, they're gonna ask you, like, so how did you find out? So these screenshots, where did you get these from? Oh, your friend. You're gonna lose a friend because if you're gonna stay with me, you're not gonna talk to that friend anymore. Where'd you get these screenshots from? Oh, you went through my phone. Phone lock, passcode, face recognition. Hey, well, how'd you get these? My Apple Watch? Oh, don't touch it again. Passcode. Where'd you get these from? My MacBook? Okay, cool. Detached from the phone. You know, you see how that works right there. You just make people better cheaters. You make people better liars. You make people better manipulators when you're consistently forgiving them and reconciling with them, because they're gonna gaslight. They might even try to make you feel guilty. They might start break down in tears and start crying in front of you to make you feel some type of guilty about, you know, trying to hold them accountable for something that they actually have done. So many people get caught up in these situations where they make you feel bad. They make you feel 100% guilty because of it. You know what I mean? You have to stand in your truth, stand in your power, and things like that. Because if you do not, I'm telling you, you're gonna get ran over. You're gonna get manipulated. You're gonna get lied to, and they're gonna hurt your feelings. You're gonna be mad. Look, you're going to be mad as hell. You're gonna be mad that you got cheated on, lied to, or whatever. You're gonna be mad that you didn't get a confession that you didn't need. You have the proof. Why do you need a confession? Ask yourself that. I just wanted them to know that I know. Okay, let them know that you know. Don't have a conversation. If you need to let them know that you know, straightforward. This is not a negotiation. This is not a conversation. I'm just letting you know. I have screenshots of you cheating. Say the name, say the time, say the date, and keep it moving. Why do you want to start there and argue? Because that right there could have took 15 seconds, but now you're going to sit right there and argue. Now you got 20, 30, 40 minutes, 3, 4, 5 hours of talking to them. And they might get mad. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't do nothing like that. Rah, 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 rah. Now you mad. Now y'all arguing. Now your feelings get hurt because they'll start disrespecting you and blaming you. You gave me the love and affection that I needed. I wouldn't have to step out on your ugly ass. I wouldn't have to step out on your boring ass. This on you. You boring. You made me do this. Maybe you been more fun. Maybe you do more stuff. Maybe if you be there for me and take care of my needs, I'm going to have to go find somebody else. You put your boring ass. Gotcha. So now you just got your feelings hurt and you got cheated on. Did you win in that situation right there? You did not need a confession. You just don't need it. You have the proof. You have the proof and the evidence is the confession. That's what you need. That's the confession right there. When they telling somebody, if you get screenshots of them talking junk about you to somebody else, telling somebody else that they're going to leave you for them, that's your confession right there. That's your proof. That's your closure. Let the disrespect be the closure. Anyways, y'all, I gotta cut this thing short, y'all. Look, y'all, we have a song coming out soon. My cousin and a survivor of narcissistic abuse. The name was Jessica. They wrote a song together. It's coming out pretty soon. It's called Love Bombs. Oh my God. So y'all, like, look at my face. Like, I'm excited for this song, y'all. I love it. I heard the rough draft. Oh, I'm excited. Anyway, y'all, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Mental Illness is out. Peace.